St Mary's, this club, why wouldn't it be, is full of itself right now, testament to the enhancing, zest-inducing qualities of knockout cup success. The Southampton team began the triumph at Anfield on Wednesday. Only the splendid young English centre-half Jack Stevens remains. He's partnered by Florent Gardosh, nearly 2 years since his last first-team game. The babies of a youthful side, a 19-year-old keeper Harry Lewis, who did very well in round 3 against Norwich, and 19-year-old flyaway Josh Sims, who set up the midweek clincher in Liverpool for Shane Long, who starts now in place of Jay Rodriguez. It's a seemingly endless supply of academy graduates.
And there's the lineup for Southampton.
Welsh left-sider Lloyd Isgrove has been the least evident this season, so here's his chance. For the first time since limping off at Manchester City in
Arsenal play with a Speenan in goal, Bellerin, Mustaf, Holding, Gibbs, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Matalan, Niels, Adelaide, Walcott, Danny Welbeck's in the team, and Perez number 9. Yes, the romance of the FA Cup is truly alive. We've done, this is our 4th game, and it's been absolutely sensational football all the way through. Southampton going for the 4-5-1 and Arsenal going for the 4-5-1-2. Both playing the same formation.
He likes to make changes. Midweek's result will obviously have this place absolutely rocking. The focus will be on Florent Gardosh and how he performs after not starting for the majority of the season. And from Arsenal's point of view, what they lack in that defensive element in midfield, I expect them to have in creativity. Really interested to see how Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain performs in midfield, a position that I feel he'll end up in. Referee is Kevin Friend, who was coincidentally in charge of the EFL Cup quarter-final between these two at the Emirates in November.
Of course, Southampton now in the League Cup final. I'm sure they'd love to add an FA Cup final.
Lewis takes the gloves for the Saints. He did keep a clean sheet here in the 3rd round replay. His biggest concern could be Danny Welbeck, as if newly purchased in the January.
And we've got 4 in already. Hello. Only had a half an hour break to get everything set up for this game from the Chelsea game. There's the famous Steve Bold, as this game's just about to kick off. Arsene Wenger where he really doesn't want to be, the start of a 4-game touchline ban. 4 weeks away from one Wembley engagement, Southampton consider another 4 months hence. So are they still fitting? There you go, Southampton.
Danced home from Anfield on Wednesday evening and have bathed in the afternoon.
They're on a total high. Of course, Arsenal had a match at Burnley, which has come a bit controversy. Just like the game at Turf Moor. And that's not what we want. And the stream has... No, the stream has restarted. Was it offside before? Arsenal got that penalty right with the last kick. No, I haven't checked who the referee is. Oh, those... Come on, those Southampton fans deserve to be singing they're going to Wembley, because they are going to Wembley.
First of those was at Preston in the 3rd round. Mustafi there at centre-half is the one remnant of the last 11 Arsenal sent out, and Bellerin's return, perhaps under the radar, is one of the outstanding pieces of first-team news from Arsenal's perspective. He's absolutely huge in the way that Arsenal play. We've missed him a lot. Obviously, Gabriel's been having to do a job for them on that right-hand side, but you just don't have the same presence, the same danger as you get with Hector Bellerin. He's quick and he's got a good delivery on him, so Arsenal fans would be delighted to see him back.
Before they say it, is a bit like the repeat of the FA Cup final in 2003, which Arsenal won 1-0 courtesy of a Robert Perez goal. And of course, Chris Birdie also featured in that final played last night for Derby.
McQueen squeezing out of a tight spot was Hoopier. He was fouled. Kevin Friend gives a free kick against Ren Adelaide. It's a lovely turn from Hoopier. Just let the ball run across his body. And Adelaide just times it wrong. Stevens, what a game he had at Anfield. Luca Martina in towards Long, who almost got free of Mustafi. Flag was up.
So it won't be an easy game for Arsenal because Tottenham won here quite convincingly.
Who flew into the penalty area at the Anfield Road end and took Southampton to Wembley.
There you go, Arsenal down that wing, going down the right. Good ball play through. Are we going to have an early goal? Come on. No, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I just want an early goal, like we've had in every game so far. 3 minutes played, good ball played. Oh, yep, and they got a corner, Arsenal.
To put a block on, because if not, that's it in the back of the net. Chamberlain once off this parish with the corner.
Here comes the corner, and that'll go across the face of goal for Arsenal to retrieve. Arsenal starting very bright. Another corner. Today's referee is Kevin Friend. You've even been lucky with the referees. I've got to say, all three referees so far have been absolutely superb. As this corner comes in, headed out. Arsenal playing some high tempo stuff at the moment. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, that was close and goes out for a throw-in. And the stream stopped again.
Beautiful play for Ren Adelaide. He takes his time outside of the boot. I mean, the only downside to this is if Welbeck's running onto that, you can see him stepping onto it to his right foot, trying to slap that one into the corner. But Perez and selfishly trying to cut it back, just couldn't find Danny Welbeck.
So I thought it's been all Arsenal, but Southampton might have a chance to break on the counter. Coming down the right. Need to play that pass. Oh, I don't know if it's in the right area, but he's got to get a cross in. He does. And that's too deep. Goal kick.
James Ward-Prowse at Anfield when the Englishman was
good start.
His boots tonight for Claude Puel.
So we are doing these teams with a little bit of a cold. But we're getting through it. We can live. We can get by. It's not the worst flu in the world. Well, we haven't got any of the flu, just the cold.
Saved himself by getting himself and the club a trip to Wembley.
So of course Arsenal have won the cup twice in a row, 2 times. Of course recently winning the FA Cup, beating Hull City. And I've got the other team they beat. And of course in 2002 they beat Chelsea 2-0 and Southampton in 2003 to win the FA Cup twice in a row. They got quite a decent record in the FA Cup. So the biggest name to go out in the FA Cup so far is Liverpool.
Glorious further success for Lincoln City.
And Tottenham had a close shave against Wycombe Wanderers. Of course Palace have gone. Newcastle lost 3-0 at Oxford. Huddersfield 4-0 winners at Rochdale. Tottenham scraping through 4-3. It's been exciting stuff, this FA Cup 4th round. And Arsenal come away with the ball. Going down the left. No. Southampton come away with it. Both teams playing pretty decent. But Arsenal have been the most dangerous on the attack. Ooh, that's a shot from Oxlade-Chamberlain just outside the 18-yard box, and that goes wide to his left. It's a good effort.
Chamberlain, who appreciates how far this club has come on. He made his first FA Cup appearance in the first round in November of 2010, Southampton against Shrewsbury. These days they do nothing so undignified as taking part that early in the competition. This season they reached the 4th round, went out to Manchester United.
Now you can hear the Arsenal fans in the background.
Against Manchester United, he lost 8-2. Well, thank you for reminding him of that when he hears it.
So then from Denmark, good bowl in the box, good defending net from Arsenal, and that'll be a throw-in on the right side for the Saints. Good challenge there from Mustaf.
Takes a touch, whips it in. Something that Mustafi and Holding are going to have to.
Of course, Martin Keown's won quite a few FA Cups with Arsenal. First time was in '93, winning the League Cup and FA Cup double. Then in '98, winning the Premier League and FA Cup double. Then again winning the double in 2002, winning the FA Cup again in 2003. And his last FA Cup was in 2005.
Emerging very quickly as a senior centre-half for Arsenal. It should be noted that Per Mertesacker is back on the Arsenal bench today.
Mustaf's got a bit of a bruised hand there.
Who's played no part this year at all, his last appearance at the end of April.
Can Arsenal counter-attack here?
Perez. Chamberlain.
Chamberlain
Walcott
puts one in long, there's nobody there. Back to the keeper. I think Southampton will be singing they're going to Wembley all game. With a full 90 minutes.
Conservative Arsene Wenger, who's got his mate alongside him, his regular left-hand man, Boro Primorac.
Arsene Wenger, of course, pushed an official against Burnley, so he's going to have to sit it out in the stands. He's not allowed near the touchline. Some have called for him to be banned from the stadium. Could this be a chance for Southampton? Nope.
He's a disciple, a student of Arsene Wenger. They did great things together at Monaco.
So we've been covering the FA Cup now since the first round. And we've only managed to get one boring 0-0 draw so far. Actually, that's the only bore draw we've had all season. As Ospina slips, and that goes out for throwing to Southampton on the halfway line.
Both teams just very happy to allow each other to have the ball, especially in these areas of the park, popping it around. I mean, Perez there just putting the squeeze on, but just keeping their shape. Back four dropping in, the midfield dropping in there. You can see the lines. Nobody's really taking themselves out to put pressure on Southampton, and vice versa when Arsenal have the ball.
This pass fell to Perez, but Welbeck has it
Oh,
back.
Southampton really picking up now.
Returned it to Gibbs.
There could be a chance for Arsenal with Gibbs on the ball.
Adelaide.
Got in the middle.
Chamberlain.
Arsenal playing
Perez.
themselves through.
Walcott.
That's a poor ball from Walcott, the ex-Southampton player, signed in 2006.
Walcott, who scored his first FA Cup
Of course,
goal 11 years ago this month for Southampton.
got picked for England in the 2006 World Cup, aged just 17, and never made an appearance. Because there's been a lot of questions surrounding Walcott. Should Arsenal let him go?
Arsenal have Alexis Sanchez, Mertesacker and Gabriel Iwobi. And Southampton have him, Nathan Redmond, Romeo and Tadic. Senior pros just in case.
On the left.
Senior pros are sitting there is because of course both have Premier League games to play on Tuesday.
That's a good ball, that's a good ball there. Could Arsenal take the leads? Oh, straight at the keeper. Who is? It was good to find him there, but
a little bit too much. Loses Bellerin on this right hand side.
yeah, Perez should be playing a better ball than that.
The ball out of his feet. He's screaming there for a player to get across the front post, but it wasn't a great delivery from him. He's one of the best in the business at doing that.
Of course, Arsenal always know how to play the passing game.
Will think, oh, you know, I've got him. Turns around and next minute Bellerin's gone, and once he's gone, you're not catching him.
Certainly a flyer, isn't he?
Of course, after they beat Hull City, they were of course the all-time record holders of the FA Cup with 13 wins, but Man United winning last year brought it back to 13 all. Because Man United had the previous record with 11.
Perez flicked on it for Welbeck.
And I think that's the first goal. And it's the ex-Man United player Danny Welbeck. Makes it 1-0 to the Arsenal. 14 minutes.
That was a glorious take.
Beautiful chip over the keeper. And we're not going to get a 0-0 here. That's a good ball play through, and with a good little chip over the keeper from Welbeck. Brilliant pass, brilliant goal. And so for today, the first team that scores is the team that has gone through.
Welbeck's first goal since April afforded a personal standing ovation from the man who's had to sit
And Arsenal have opened their account.
after long month.
So it's Southampton now on the back foot.
You know, we've all been there as players. Those long, dark months in in treatment rooms. You know, where you're not travelling with the team, and it's an absolute nightmare.
I was wrong there. Arsenal and Man United hold the record with 12 wins each.
Work on getting his legs stronger and his knees stronger.
What apparently is no weaker is his nerve in the moment that matters.
Of course, Man United play tomorrow their defence of the FA Cup against their rivals Wigan Athletic.
Thrilling finish.
But again, though, I can't help but blame Southampton for their approach there, really, to allow Arsenal to have the ball so high up the pitch with no pressure on them. You know, Arsenal will do that on numerous occasions.
Of course, Wigan winning the FA Cup against all odds in 2013. Then in 2014 they knocked Man City out.
Stevens welcomed in by Ren Adelaide. Too long.
No foul, so Arsenal come forward. Southampton do not want to go 2-0 down too quickly.
Held up by Reed. Perez.
At the moment, Arsenal getting on top of Southampton, controlling the game, controlling the tempo, position passing.
The Southampton supporters, who were vocally dominant at Anfield on Wednesday evening, are now drowned out by the Arsenal chorus, which is considerable and indeed understandable, given the advantage they have here in the return of a would-be difference maker for them over the second half of the season, Danny Welbeck.
The Southampton side just going through a little tough moment here.
Arsenal fans, I think some Arsenal fans still believe they can win the Premier League title. They've also in the second round of the Champions League, which they have exited on a numerous occasions. They play Bayern Munich, which will be no easy game because Bayern Munich have disposed of Arsenal twice in the second round.
Really think it suits Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in this central position.
Bayern Munich are one of the favourites to win the Champions League.
A position that I see him ending up rather than playing out on the wing. Got such a good footballing break.
And there'll be a free kick to the Arsenal.
Against Lourdes Grove. Welsh boy, whose only previous appearance of this season was in the League Cup against Sunderland in October.
That's better though. He's obviously got sick of watching Arsenal pop it around. He wants to get his foot stuck in, get that ball back for his
You
team.
can't go in for challenges like that. The Arsenal fans chanting Danny Welbeck's name.
Holding over the top for Walcott.
Walcott won't reach that. They'll go out for a goal kick to the Arsenal.
Scored in last year's quarter-final in defeat against Watford, Danny Welbeck. His last FA Cup goal
It was a bit of a shock defeat, but that was an absolutely top-class goal from Welbeck.
Relationship that these two players can have when they play together, Perez. Just the understanding of where Danny Welbeck likes to receive the ball, but it's all about the finish.
So Danny Welbeck is a very, very decent player.
The goalkeeper, after being out for so many months.
Fortunately with Welbeck, you don't get it every game. There's another chance maybe for Welbeck. Oh, late tackle. Well done from number 5 of Southampton. A last minute challenge. Gorby wouldn't have got that challenge in and kicked that ball away. Danny Welbeck was through on. But Arsenal now have a corner.
Clearly a stretch, only a month or so back. You took Van Dijk and Font for granted.
Of course, Van Dijk also speculating a transfer away.
This clearance, very well dealt with by McQueen.
Could be a chance here for the Saints.
A bit of space for Long.
No, they'll go back to a Spina. Shane Long is the captain for Southampton tonight. 20 minutes gone. Ball played over. And they'll be heading back to the keeper.
Of late is very good. Last and away FA Cup tie since Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain scored an own goal to seal a 2-0 fifth round defeat at Sunderland in February of 2012. Since then they've been to Swansea and Brighton a couple of times, and Manchester United, and Hull, and this year to Preston, 4 times to Wembley without losing. Out at home last season. Their cup travels, they're doing okay again.
Arsenal's last defeat in an FA Cup final was against West Ham, a famous header from Trevor Booking. As Arsenal look like they're going to make it 2. It is 2-0. And it's that man again, Danny Welbeck. It looks like Arsenal are heading for the 5th round. What a pass! A pinpoint pass to Danny Welbeck, and he just has to run onto it and finish it. Absolute quality from Arsenal. They've turned it on today. Now you'll see people like DT and Arsenal Fans TV wondering where these performances are sometimes, but when Arsenal perform like this, they are pretty much unbeatable. And it looks like Southampton are going to be in for a hammering. But it is only 22 minutes played. Southampton can turn this around.
It's also his willingness to run defenders in the direction they don't want to go, which is towards goal. And he's been doing it for what, the best part of 22 minutes. And he's got himself 2 brilliant goals. Long.
So Danny Welbeck on top form. Anybody can predict Southampton to turn this around? That is an absolute top class ball. And Danny Welbeck looks on fire tonight. He has got it in him to play like that. I'll tell you something, Danny Welbeck plays like that. Every time he puts that Arsenal shirt on, they've got a hot striker on their hands. And Southampton now coming forward, looking for a goal back, but intercepted by Arsenal. Being able to get to that. He's out of his goal. He's a chance now for Southampton. Good header, good defending. And that just goes wide for Southampton. It's fair to say Southampton are still in this game. Oh, that Spina shouldn't be coming out like that. Leave this defence exposed. And that was blasted wide by Southampton.
It's a tough one to control, but better from Southampton, actually showing some progression now going forward.
Well, Arsenal didn't play too well against Preston North End in the last round. They could have been a few behind before they turned it around. But make no mistake here at Southampton, this is the real Arsenal, and they've turned up. And they've been absolutely superb.
He can just flick it onto his own player in midfield. I mean, you don't usually see that.
Of course, there's no Aaron Ramsey on the subs bench. Alexis Sanchez is on the bench tonight for Arsenal. And they've not had to rely on him so far, not been needed.
Welbeck, Perez, not a space for Bear in wide, but McQueen.
These are times you have to question Arsenal, who sometimes do rely too heavily on Alexis Sanchez. That ball's played forward. Can Southampton now bring a goal back? Good save.
Better than a decent ball. It was an absolutely sensational ball from Martina. Bends it around holding into that lovely channel. Shane Long does all he can do really. It's a tight angle.
Lucky for Shane Long, but it was a good save from a Spina. So corner to Southampton.
Saints' teeth finally in the tie. Classy with the corner.
Here it comes, and it's over. Goal kick.
Tonight on the BT Sport 2 FA Cup tonight. Plenty for our panel to discuss. It's been a most eventful day in the competition. And it may be again tomorrow in suburban Surrey when Leeds United come calling on Sutton United. That game is live for you, BT Sport 2 from 1:30.
Well, I'm still predicting a Leeds victory at Sutton. I'm sure Leeds will put a strong side out. They'll want to get quite far in this FA Cup. And I said the last time Sutton were In the fourth round, they were hammered 8-0 at Carrow Road.
Mustafi. McQueen. Sims.
Well, with a misplaced pass by Southampton, so Arsenal have got possession back. Not going down the channels. Just holding possession at the moment.
By long, but only briefly. Chamberlain has a knack in the first 25 or so minutes of this game of being in exactly the right place, almost invariably. Niles.
Southampton have to be careful. Player making a run on the left, and he's got there.
Welbeck.
I word of Arsenal passing this ball around very nicely indeed. They're going to get that ball in there. There's nobody there for Arsenal, and they'll just get a throw in.
It's a gamble, Danny Welbeck. I don't think he thinks Bellerin's even going to get there to the ball, but
Throw in taken.
Perez.
And that'll be a foul.
And fouled, according to the interpretation of the referee's assistant.
On the right side, in a very, very good position for Arsenal. To whip a decent ball in. Look for Welbeck. He's already on a hat-trick. Chamberlain also looking at this, the number 15. This could be very dangerous indeed for Southampton. The ball comes in and it goes wide. Mustaf can't believe it. He was first to the ball.
Just learned what it is to score for Arsenal, having done so in the Premier League against Burnley last weekend.
Look at the marking. There's nobody picking him up. He's just walked in.
He has walked in. Maybe I think Mustaf could have done a bit better than that. Putting it wide of the left side post. Should be getting that on target. If not scoring, and he knows it. Disappointing for Mustaf, but relief for Southampton. 2 on target for Arsenal. They've both been scored, and that's not going to be a chance for Arsenal as the keeper picks it and throws it straight out, wasting no time. Not going forward, being closed down by Arsenal very quickly. Got to be careful not to make any mistakes. Back to the keeper. Should be alright. Plays a short one, but he loses it in a... Oh, that's a poor position to lose it in. And luckily, Southampton will retrieve it.
Closest anyone to scoring for Southampton to this point.
This is a chance for Southampton. No, it's not. Well, good challenging. Southampton we get there. Played out on the right. Needs to get the cross straight in. Not yet. No, they've messed it up. And that's a throw into Arsenal. Already half an hour played. It's been quick. Very fast paced.
It's been so impressive from Danny Welbeck, not just obviously his couple of goals, but from an energy point of view, given the fact he's been out for so long. Running forward, track shot against Mustafi.
Was a chance for Southampton.
Gibbs through in the foot, and Southampton have a free kick within a yard of the edge of the penalty area.
Long's almost bought it and gone over and got his team a free kick in a brilliant position.
Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is looking fairly proprietorial about this.
Well, free kick just outside the 18-yard box for Southampton. They really could do with this going in the back of the net.
Tina has brought a note on which disappears down his sock. Don't know whether it would be so specific as to suggest who takes the free kick. McQueen's the other option, the left full back.
There's 2 over it. Free kick taken. Oh, unlucky. It looked like they had hit the back of the net.
Definitely had the pace on it. Just didn't manage to get the bend that he wanted to bring it.
When it hit the side of the net, in the wrong side of the net. That was very close.
So often the case on these occasions. There were a few at the other end of the ground who thought he'd scored. They saw the goal
Just
rattle.
bended at the wrong time. Does the throw for Southampton ask to win the first header? Long ball played by the Saints. Lots of headers. Now Southampton have a chance. Got to keep control.
Reed. Højbjerg. Martina.
And they've lost it now. Arsenal could counter. They're coming forward down the left. Still with Arsenal. Oh, that's some good play for Arsenal. Just when you thought they lost it, they retrieve it. Just sniffs at the danger for a while now for Southampton. Just for a bit.
2 goals for Arsenal against the Southampton side, which had kept 3 clean sheets in a row, 4 clean sheets in the last 5. So today, Joey Barton's free kick for Burnley 2 weeks ago is the only goal they conceded in 7.5 hours of football. Danny Welbeck's put paid to that.
Here come Arsenal again. At the moment they could be getting a third. Passing the ball around nicely like they've done for most of the first half. Ball chipped in. And Walcott can't do nothing with that. Southampton will break. As the stream goes a bit pale, Walcott has made it 3 to the Arsenal. It's fair to say this game is all but over.
They're in an unbelievable mood. These Arsenal players playing with such energy.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball and a good goal there for. It's a good ball from Danny Welbeck. Number 9 plays through Danny Welbeck, just plays it into Walcott and he just slides it home. Very good goal indeed.
I mean, he's there before Theo to win that ball and clear it, but Theo's appetite to get across him and to get that
Well, with 10 minutes to go before half time, it's fair to say Arsenal are in the 5th round draw. For Southampton, it's all about the League Cup final. Their FA Cup dream is all but over. And I'm going to tell you now, there is no way Southampton are going to come back. Corner to Southampton, they could really do with this counting. If they're going to turn the form book on its head.
Managerially, Jermaine, at half-time, you don't want to hang a young team out to dry. You might be tempted to bring on the stars and reduce the damage. Tough calls to make.
Very tough, very tough.
Lifted in by McQueen. Gardos was
He takes it long and it goes wide.
I think this can be the problem when you make so many changes for this type of fixture. Arsenal's squad is
That is
look at the
poor.
back
How
four, obviously,
wide do you
the
want the
quality,
goal?
experience that they've got. Yes,
Classy.
Holding is a lot younger, but you know, in Gibbs, Mustafi and Bellerin, they've got
Classy should
Champions
be at
League
least be aiming
experience
for the
in their
target. That was way
I just
off.
think maybe Puel's just took it a little bit too far here,
It's
because
making it a little bit
trying to
too
be
easy for Arsenal at the moment.
football that Arsenal have played this season.
I've got to say,
Need to
Arsenal
do
have
something
been
at half-time
absolute
to strengthen it
class
or
in
to-
this
to
first
shake it
half.
up. Otherwise, it does become something that can knock your confidence going
A
forward.
lot better than they performed against Preston North End at Deepdale. Long kick. Southampton need miracles. They are the Saints. They're 3-0 down and they're all but out. There have been some amazing comebacks in FA Cup history.
Sensational form. The players that they've brought in that have not been 100% in terms of match fitness or been playing week in, week out, they've shown. They've shown the appetite to get on the ball, to make things happen, and put in a brilliant display in this first half.
The ball's now back with Arsenal, and that's a foul. And that'll be a booking. He did shove him over. And Arsenal take it quick, no messing around. Giving Southampton no time to settle or breathe. They really are passing that ball around. Pinpoint passing. And that'll just be a throw into Arsenal inside the Southampton half. On the left.
Anyone could be manager today. Look, I mean, he's in his seat. He'll be feeling
well, it's like Steve Bold is the temporary manager for Arsenal on the field of play. As Arsene Wenger can't have any involvement.
His personal FA Cup history was a bit sad, actually. He was injured in 1993, the year Arsenal reached the League Cup final and the FA Cup final, both against Sheffield Wednesday. And his understudy.
Here come Arsenal again, playing the ball through, but Southampton deal with it. And Arsenal put it out for a throw-in, which it doesn't go out for. And Arsenal again in the middle, going down the left. No, he turns, he looks, plays it short, and Arsenal looking for another route. Swelling, and how far can Southampton get up the pitch? Oh, they lose it on the halfway line. Then they retrieve it. Now Southampton have a chance down the right, ball put in, and it's easily gathered by Ospina. Now coming up to the 40-minute mark.
Arsenal have Emiliano Martinez on the bench. They have Petr Cech uninvolved today. But David Ospina has principally this season been their Champions League goalkeeper, and there is Bayern Munich hoving gradually into competition by Southampton. Now then, the Premier League, of course, returns this week, and BT Sport is all over it. The game of the week is on Tuesday. Liverpool must against Chelsea, the leaders, who will have their own ideas. It is live view, BT Sport 1 from 7.
Well, you're still the injury to Ospina, the Arsenal keeper. I don't think West Ham will want to remember their cup exploits against Man City. But Man City shouldn't get too overconfident going to the Olympic Stadium.
Never in doubt, you're saying? Never in doubt. No, it was a scare. Wickham were absolutely brilliant by all accounts.
Clearly, Atkinson gave Middlesbrough a game.
And it's Southampton with the ball in their own half, looking for a way to get through Arsenal. And they're going backwards. Gonna try the other side. Ball played in the middle. No way through. So Classy's gonna take it forward, is he? Can he see a way through? Tries to play through the middle. And Arsenal clear it upfield quite comfortably. Well, no, he's not going forward. Has to play it back up.
Reed. Tina. His only Southampton goal was that glorious strike against Arsenal last Christmas time.
Ball still with Southampton. They're going slowly forward. On the right now, got to get a cross in. Oh, that's not good from Southampton. Looks like they're going to lose it. He kept it in. And Arsenal just playing around with it. They've lost it, so Southampton got it back on the right.
Another cross. Welbeck's there, make the miles clear. Stevens. 90 seconds till half time. A Southampton goal might change the dynamic a little. Reed.
Well, they're going to have to change something in the second half. They're 3 behind. There's a bit of an uphill struggle. They've got a mountain to climb. It's like Arsenal are pretty much on easy street for the second half. Oh God, if they've Arsenal played like this week in, week out, they would be top of the league. The problem with Arsenal, you don't seem to get these performances week in, week out. Because like Arsenal top class in the first half. And there'll be no problem for Arsenal. Cleared up field. They'll come away with it now. Is there a counter attack on?
Queen on his heels.
Not yet. Southampton have retrieved it. Now they got a chance maybe. They've got to be a lot quicker. That's a poor pass through the middle and Arsenal will bring it forward. 2 minutes of injury time. Spot on correct.
2 minutes to add on.
No, that wasn't the half-time whistle. I know 2 minutes is quick, but not that quick. So it's Steve Bold who's got to do the team talk. As for the Saints manager, don't know what he can say.
Long.
Well, they got it on the right. Try crossing that ball in.
Long.
Not going to shoot from there, is he? No, he's not. Get that ball down the right a bit quicker, Southampton.
Stevens.
Oh, they're not able to. It's too easy for Arsenal.
Shaken off it by Martina. And Martina has set it for
Well, they no cleared by Arsenal.
And Walcott cleared. That was the moment.
Good defending that from Walcott. He scored the third goal. A brilliant assist.
It's unfortunate for young Josh Sims because
2 fouls in one there.
Just couldn't sort out his touches, trying to do everything right, get the ball across his body, but the touch was too loose.
We're nearly at half time, seconds ticking down.
Could have given them some hope going into.
I know Southampton would love to get a goal before half time, have some hope, as they are pretty much dead and buried.
Again by Holding. Seconds at the end of stoppage time here for the Saints. Could do with using them profitably.
And that's half time.
By selection. Certainly a little haunted by what they've seen in the first
Easy, easy for the Arsenal. The Gunners were on fire.
with the third. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain running midfield. Arsenal running the whole piece. And most
They're
of the
running
way
the
up
show
ground
in the
already.
first
And the break,
half.
it's Southampton 0, Arsenal 3.
It looks like Arsenal might even score more in the second half. Could Southampton make a comeback in the second half? I don't think so. Anyway, going to take a break.
They played the League Cup final on the Saturday. Lost it 3-2 to
And the other commentator for this half will be Jeremy Janus, former Tottenham and Newcastle player started his career as a youngster at Nottingham Forest.
That was then, this is now. They didn't have fixture congestion in those days. Arsenal in a very dominant position. As you see, no changes at half-time. An Arsenal free kick to start the second half.
I was thinking not many subs in those days either, Peter, I don't think so. Players just had to rough it out. Not like today. Another good position for Oxlade-Chamberlain to whip this one towards the penalty spot.
Free kick put in, and that's straight to the arms of Lewis. He's probably wanting to get that first half, and he's already busy again. Free kick from Chamberlain. His dad played for Portsmouth and Stoke City. And I can't remember his first name.
Perez helped him out. Arsenal insisted on having the ball, and Bayerin's on his bike.
And it's Arsenal coming forward again. Just what Southampton don't want.
What about the Southampton Academy lads? And I suppose, Jermaine, afternoons like this will be a part of their education.
No, it really is. I mean, it's a tough afternoon for them, granted. What I would say, I think the manager's got to take a lot of responsibility as well. I think
It's a tough afternoon for Southampton. I think they'd call this an absolute disaster. They have sunk like the Titanic in the first half.
Because they've dropped off too deep and allowed them to have too much of the ball. And it's the players on the pitch now that have really got to stand up and be counted and dig in and show their character.
I mean, looks like it won't be long for Arsenal make it 4-0. At the moment, Southampton not getting in their half.
Welbeck.
As Arsenal just look as good as they did in the first half. And if they're going to be that good as they were in the first half, Southampton know they're going to concede more goals. At the moment, the biggest scoreline is that 4-0 drubbing at the Bridge for Brentford. And Arsenal already one goal away from equalling it, and another goal after that would make it 5. I don't know if Arsenal are actually chasing that scoreline. But it is Arsenal, all Arsenal so far in this second half. Here comes Welbeck. Is he going to get a third from outside? He'll get a corner.
Really enjoying himself, Danny Welbeck out there. I mean, these little pockets of space that he's getting the ball. He's having a look at Kieran Gibbs and saying, just give me the ball. He just wants to play. He's giving it to him in those little holes, and nobody's getting anywhere near him.
Well, the Arsenal fans are certainly chanting for Danny Welbeck. Here comes the corner from the right, put in deep, comes to nothing, ball booted into the crowd from Miles.
There you are. Load of communication doesn't need to be hidden. Something that all seeing, all hearing, and indeed all speaking. With Bill Banfield down there, who's similarly wired up. There are too many urgent messages right now.
Oh, Southampton fans are very quiet. And here comes Long, and that's a good challenge. And that'll be the first corner of the half to Southampton, who are looking for miracles.
Win the ball on that side. Shane Long was always the favourite to get around him.
Good run by Shane Long. Ooh, could that have been handball?
It's not handball. Just a ricochet back off Shane Long's foot.
Well, technically it is handball because it did come off his hand.
Pretty classy to take.
But the question was that accidental.
Southampton a glimpse.
Ball comes in and a spinner catches with ease.
Picked it out effortlessly.
Again, so far I'll say the referee Kevin Friend has been superb.
Welbeck's flick. Pushed out by Stevens, but,
Here come
Chamberlain
Arsenal folks, a
always
good
there,
through
and was
ball.
close to playing the
Ooh,
pass.
just
The
stopped
passes
by
for,
Southampton
Walcott.
in the nick of time.
Danger.
Well, that would have been 4-0.
Reed. Martina.
Well, Southampton trying to come forward and all they get is a throw in.
Chamberlain just inches away from being the perfect ball for Theo Walcott. You really could see things in the middle of the park. I was surprised. You know, there were certain games in the early stage of his Arsenal career, big games in Champions League where he played.
So I would read out the comments, but as there's none to read out, I can't read out any.
Essentially, he has a lot more to offer the side than out wide.
Southampton's own, of course. Born in Portsmouth, I have to whisper that round here. Same can be said of James Ward-Prowse, of course, and actually the same can be said of
Yes, there is a big rivalry still with Southampton and Portsmouth, which we won't go into. As Arsenal, Welbeck still going. I don't know what happened there.
Lucas Perez, Hector Bellerin.
Straight at Lewis from Perez.
Brilliant from Danny Welbeck. Just waits for the challenge to come in as he
That was a good run from Welbeck. Good pass to Perez on his right.
Defenders do well to hold him up.
Finds Perez.
It would have been a good finish from Hector Bellerin from that position.
So just continuing the conversation about this young Southampton side now, Jermaine, given that it is an experienced bench, do you let
Pretty
these guys
decent
go
side,
through
the
the
Southampton
experience, these young
side.
guys? Answer that in a moment. Here's Martina across
And
the
that's
goal to
headed
Mustafi.
away.
Or does there come a point when you call upon the senior pros and say, come on, these boys need some help?
Look, I think at half time you'll give them a good 10 minutes and say, you know, I want to see a different attitude out there. I want to see a different approach to the way that you're applying yourselves. And if nothing changes within those 10 minutes, then you look to change it up and bring in the more experienced professionals, because the last thing you want
Chance for
is to be walking
Southampton to maybe
off the
get
pitch today
something
after
out of this
going through
game.
to the final of the League Cup and being beaten 5-0 by Arsenal. You know, that does nothing for anybody's confidence or anybody's development, so something that you'll have to keep an eye on.
Well, you've got to say Arsenal have played absolute class today.
Chamberlain, who's hit Walcott on his
Oh, could Walcott may get his second? Oh, he's just overrun the ball.
Chamberlain was catching up his own pass and couldn't get there quite in time.
Top pass from the Ox. And Arsenal now back in the attack. Were we in times for Southampton?
Perez, Welbeck, starting to click again. Gibbs, and Adelaide, Niles, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Welbeck.
And that's nice of the stream to stop and it's restarted.
Bellerin, Welbeck.
Nothing there for Arsenal, cleared by Southampton. Then there was nearly going to call Sunderland. Coming now down the left.
Really are missing that presence in midfield.
Nicely passing the ball around.
Was wonderful at Liverpool the other night.
Southampton are chasing shadows.
I think even Højbjerg could do it.
But they've nicked the ball. How far can they get?
Or Reed have been imposing enough for Southampton, not putting enough challenges in, and not really seem to be getting their
It's
team,
not quick enough for Southampton.
together in the middle of the park. It's been a tough evening for him so far.
Here's Grove. Here's Højbjerg.
Oh, they're coming forward.
Keeps in retreat.
Oh, the cross is in, it's headed away.
Holding.
And now Arsenal will bring it out of the 18-yard box and start to go down the other end.
He stayed with him.
Oh, fair play to Southampton for winning the ball back.
Who can run with adventure now and take
He's
on
still
Maitland
going,
Niles.
still going.
Southampton
I think he has won a corner.
Well, he did well in the end, Maitland Niles, because
That's a better result for Southampton.
Lackadaisical. It's a great tackle from McQueen, and when Sims picks up this ball, you know
Good
he's quick,
sliding
you know he's gonna
challenge.
run at you. He seemed to go by
And that
him
was a
with
real
miles speed.
decent run on the
Gets back
left.
and makes an important challenge.
I think we can hear, "Come on, you Saints." As Southampton take this corner from the left. It's deep. It's far too deep. It didn't even go in play. Went out of play and came back in. So that's just a goal kick to Arsenal.
Against an Arsenal team which, whilst much changed, is full of familiar names. Oxlade-Chamberlain is one.
That was an absolute blinding pass from Ox to Walcott.
Superb, and Walcott, of course, is another.
Walcott just lost his footing.
It really is, and it was a good run from Theo Walcott. Positive,
Walcott would have kept his
direct,
footing. I'm
exactly
sure
what
he
he
would have had a
wanted, but
shot
to
at
have the
goal.
luxury of someone to be able to deliver the ball in that type of manner is something else.
Welbeck. Long.
I remember when I left Forest to go and play for Newcastle United, and we went back to play against Forest, and my manager said to me, "How come you're making all these forward runs all of a sudden?" And I was like, "Well, you've got Naby Solano on the right wing, and trust me, when you run forward, he finds you," and he did. I mean, that
Give a
was so
bite
easy
to the
to
ball
make
for
one
Southampton.
forward.
Ball played through.
Trust, here's Sims.
And I think Arsenal sort of deal with it.
Quite sure whether to
And
stick
they
the twist.
do.
Adelaide is
Now
now
Arsenal
for
coming
Arsenal,
forward
who
down
are
the
in
right
possession of the ball
side.
and inclined to
Player down
keep
for
it now
Arsenal.
with forward momentum, and Bellerin and Perez.
No, and that'll be a clearance for Southampton now. Can they bring the ball forward? No, they can't.
Punching through a challenge for long.
And it's cleared all the way back upfield. But Southampton get the ball.
Arsenal could really
Play
put
it
the ball
long
going
out on
here.
the left.
Here's Josh Sims.
Sims needs to get a cross in like now.
Sims has whipped it in.
And he only finds the keeper.
And just looked up now to see Wayne Adelaide is back on his feet. Emergency has passed. Even so,
And
he's
the ball
put
is
out.
thrown out.
The Frenchman can get treatment.
And the Southampton fans don't appreciate that.
It's a serious pain.
Well, who went down for Arsenal?
It's a weird one. It's just obviously the way that he's landed
Oh, he'll be alright.
on his hip is what's causing him the problem. It didn't seem to be any type of challenge from Southampton player.
And the ball is kicked back to a spinner, showing that sportsmanship.
I'm not convinced they should have done. I wonder what Arsene Wenger is communicating there, whether he sees this now as an opportunity with barely half an hour to play to give game time to others. Particularly Per Mertesacker.
Well, so far Southampton in this second half have not had a shot at goal. They've had the ball in the 18-yard box, but nothing
We pondered
has
that at
happened.
half-time, Jermaine, and you were making the very valid point that Rob Holding equally
Well, yeah, I
can
think.
do with this first team time.
Well, I think if you look into the future, you know, if you look at the reasons that brought Rob Holding into the team or into the squad, you know, it's to get him into a position where, when there are injuries to Gabriel or Koscielny, he's the one that steps in. He's the one that kind of can fill that void. Per Mertesacker is obviously a very important player within the dressing room. And has been
Martini with a throw in inside his own half out on the left.
Important, and as Arsene Wenger has always done, he'll look to the future, so he'll want to get minutes into young Holding.
That's a hoof, and that'll be offside.
Gone out before coming back in.
And it's Southampton making the first change of the night.
And senior pros are coming on. Selection opens. Almost that Long and Isgrove will give way. Welbeck. Niles.
Ball with Arsenal in their own half. And Arsenal probably already thinking of who they might draw in the 5th round. As already through are Chelsea and Tottenham. And Manchester City. I'm sure Man United will join them tomorrow. I don't fancy Wigan's chances.
Last night. 4 more games tomorrow. 5th round draw Monday evening. Classy, that's a nice spread.
There's a chance maybe for Southampton if they can get the ball forward. But they're going backwards to the middle. Switching sides. Oh, some good passes from Southampton, but it's not attacking. Too easy for Arsenal to close them down. Arsenal got many men behind the ball. And that'll come to nothing. Easily retrieved by Gibbs. Good pass by Welbeck. Is Welbeck back, make it 3? No, he's not. Good challenging there by Southampton. Legally back on. Yep, screen's back on. As now the ball's with Arsenal.
Movement on the Arsenal bench, and Alexis Sanchez is one of those players who simply insists on playing. The manager
and Arsenal are going to bring on Alexis Sanchez, so more problems for Southampton.
You're thinking, thanks a lot. You're 3 in, you're going to see him.
As Arsenal just pass the ball around,
There seems little logic in it.
holding possession.
But he's a kid in the playground, isn't he?
Well, also, you know, as a player, you're here. You've already travelled to Southampton. You've warmed up. You've done everything that entails you playing the game, and you're 3-0 up, and there's no better place to be when your team's playing this way, especially for an attacker. He'll send goals out there. He knows it's a good opportunity to get some goals.
Good ball.
Gibbs.
Here goes Gibbs. Is he going to go for goal? No, he loses it. It's a bit dangerous from Southampton.
Lewis to clear.
And
And Adelaide.
Adelaide wins the ball back for Arsenal, plays it to the right. And now Arsenal coming forward again.
Taking his chance in this game.
And is this where Alexis Sanchez comes on?
Soon have his first touch on the field. After the,
Well, Southampton will make the first substitution. Isgrove is coming off. Number 27. And on comes Tadic. And Shane Long's going off and Redman's coming on. Shane Long, of course, scored that famous goal against Germany at Lansdowne Road for the Republic of Ireland over a year ago. And the man with 2 goals, Danny Welbeck, is coming off. He's had an absolutely top-class game. But there's no relief for Southampton as Alexis Sanchez comes on. You can sense he's going to score as we come up to 64 minutes.
Interesting to see who does lead the line for Arsenal against Watford on Tuesday.
He's made a case. He's definitely made a case. Funnily enough, though, it's from that left-hand side.
I've got to say, I think when Arsenal play Watford, Watford could be out of the FA Cup. They made the semi-finals last year.
In his early stage of his Arsenal career, but he seems to like that position to cut in on the left-hand side, onto that favoured right foot. So, good problems for Arsene Wenger.
He's got Olivier Giroud to work into it somewhere as well.
Well, it's been a comfortable half for Arsenal. Pretty easy, nice and relaxing. I've got to say to Arsenal, this is a fantastic result. They've deserved it. And I'm sure there'll be many Arsenal fans wondering why Arsenal don't play like this week in, week out. I'm sure there'll be plenty of reactions on Arsenal TV and from DT. And there'll be a live stream from the Bergkamp Wonderland after this stream, once this match has finished.
He had the option of hitting it wide to Højbjerg, but you know, once they go wide now and put that ball in the box, I mean, there's only really Redmond and Tadic, are they going to be winning headers? So don't blame him, Classy, for taking the shot on, be it from what 25 yards. It was worth the effort.
His only goal of the season in cup competition against Arsenal, the quarter-final of the League Cup in November. So he played a much-changed team on that occasion as well.
So the goal for best game of the FA Cup so far was like Tottenham v Wycombe Wanderers was the pick of the day. The best game I've commentated on so far, I'm going to go for the East Midlands derby last night between Derby and Leicester City.
Southampton beat them at the Emirates, and it's vice versa today when Southampton have made a lot of changes.
And Southampton starting to sing again. As my voice goes like the Burnley manager.
Of the game to play. In addition, in the second half to 3 super Arsenal goals.
Ball still with Arsenal. Coming forward, taking their time. They're not going to rush it. They don't have to. I don't think those substitutions have made the slightest bit of difference for Southampton. And Arsenal just taking the mick out of Southampton with that pass back. Spear nutmegging his opponent. Now Arsenal come forward. Is this going to be goal number 4? Maybe they can get that ball in there. Yes, it is. 4-0 to the Arsenal, and it's their ex-player Theo Walcott. And now Arsenal fans singing easy, easy.
It is so incisive in these moments. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain heavily involved again. Takes his time. Lovely weight of pass on the run.
Well done to the Ox.
And that's a composed finish from Theo Walcott, who is usually very composed in these areas, and got himself his second goal of the game.
Pretty easy goal. I've got to say, another play could get the man of the match. What about the Ox, Mr. Chamberlain?
Just steers it into that corner.
So 2 Arsenal players, neither of whom has kicked much more than the
I think that Southampton players rubbing his eyes in disbelief, wondering how much more of this do we have to endure. Well, another 21 minutes to go. So the biggest score line today was, of course, a 7-3. The 7-goal thriller at the Lane. And the biggest win was the 4-0. Or it could be this one. At the moment it's equal with Chelsea. Both dispose of their opponents by 4-0. So I've got the feeling Arsenal are going to make it 5. And the Arsenal fans in fine voice in the away end. And they'll go out for a corner to Southampton. Tadic smashing that off Muster. Another substitution now for Arsenal.
Started the last 7 Premier League games in a row.
I think Steve Ball's got him around doing some hammering, just showing him where to hammer the nails. All cleared away. Southampton will try and come forward once again with probably nothing at all. Ball chipped over, headed away, headed back in. And what can Tadic do? He gets a cross in, and it's headed away quite comfortably, and that goes flying into the stands. Really sums up the Southampton's day. Substitution for the Arsenal, number 31 replacing number 17, and Adelaide is coming off.
Another of the chorus line who called upon you suspect. Looked at what we've seen today, Arsene Wenger easily call into the front line.
And it'll be Welbeck coming on, the number 17. Could he grab himself a goal?
He goes by players easily. He's got good passing ability.
He's quite popular with the Arsenal fans.
This Arsenal side so far this season. Show what he can do.
FA Cup tonight from 8 o'clock this evening, more or less directly after us here on BT Sport 2. Jake and the panel discussing all of the issues of the day, and there have been plenty. And then tomorrow's live game is an absolute beaut in the fine traditions of
I will be looking forward to Sutton and Leeds.
Down the Green Lane from 1:30 on the BT Sport 2 4K. You with us for that.
The Arsenal fans are absolutely bouncing at St Mary's. Well, I'll tell you something, I didn't think Arsenal were going to get past Southampton this easy. But they have done. They've totally demolished Southampton. But here comes Southampton. He's through, Can he get any further? Well, he doesn't even get the corner. Or does he? It's a good run. Does a take on his 55. Oh, yep, that's a corner. And can Southampton get a consolation goal? Chance here for Southampton, nothing. Arsenal don't want to be caught on the break. Continue now, Southampton don't want to lose 5-0. And there'll be a free kick taken quick. Now Southampton play the ball through the middle, and it's back to the keeper. And the Spina once again showing off as he clears the ball. And might have started an attack here for Arsenal. It won't be a counter. He dealt with that quite comfortably. I suppose when you're 4-0 up, you can get away with that. If that was 0-0 or 1-0, that could have been a different story. But it's fair to say you can see the confidence has totally gone out of Southampton. They just want to hear the final whistle and forget all about this game. And there'll be a throw in, a very bad pass from Tadic indeed. Well, I think even the Arsenal fans have to agree they didn't expect it to be that easy down at the St Mary's. Well, how about this for a 5th round time? It comes out Burnley and Arsenal to meet again. We couldn't get a third match of pure controversy. Of course, the draw is on Monday night.
Couldn't get the strike off when he was in the box. Tadic. Redmond. McQueen.
Nice try, McQueen, but that is wide of the mark.
Worth an effort.
Bit of a hit and hope by Southampton, and that is well wide. No trouble whatsoever. If that was Jonathan Pearce commentating, he'd probably said something there. And it's just wide off the right side post. That was so close. I remember him saying that, like he said about that chance Ipswich had, which went well wide of the post. So Jonathan Pearce will probably commentating tomorrow. When Man United play Wigan at Old Trafford. As they come forward again, Arsenal, no, Southampton dealing with it. Here comes the break. Will it come to anything? Probably not. Got it on the left. Ball comes in and it goes out for a throw in to Southampton. And he couldn't look any more disappointed.
Not happy just to stay in the near post there and wait for the cross. Got out, stopped the cross coming in.
Just 30 minutes left. As they're advertising hoarding to keep Arsenal out from scoring a fifth goal. To be honest, I can't see Southampton getting one back. It's all about keeping the score down. They've lost the ball. And can Arsenal counter-attack? Say Arsenal have only got to play Watford, and if they play like this, they will absolutely destroy Watford. And we don't know where Watford's confidence will be. It's been confident. It was a confident team Arsenal put out. Chipped over. Can he keep it in play? He can indeed, but they'll go straight to a Southampton player. And Southampton will lose the ball in a dangerous area. And will they pay for this? No, they won't. But it's back with Arsenal on the right side. I'm thinking this could be the moment where Arsenal make it 5. Chipped over. It's a good ball, good ball. Can he? Well, they'll have to settle for a corner. Another good ball by the Ox. And there was Alexi. He didn't keep it in. My mistake.
Deftness of touch though from Oxlade Chamber. Just a golf analogy already once this afternoon, but that little dink from out of the sand. Just landing it with a bit of backspin.
Missing your goal.
Here's Redmond.
Here comes Southampton. This is a chance. Can he keep it in?
Sims. Chamberlain. Back by Martina. Sims. Cleared by Holding. Sanchez all alone.
Not much for... Well, somehow Alexis Sanchez wins a free kick. It's a bit poor from Southampton. Luckily, it's still in their own half. So Arsenal will just play it around and look for an opening. 11 minutes for Southampton to keep it at 4-0. As Arsenal march on maybe to a 13th FA Cup victory. I'm sure there'll be a few teams to have a say about that. Southampton
Sanchez.
trying to play it through. They've won the ball, but it's in their own half.
Southampton side
Can they
because
come
this one's on
forward, or are
Tuesday
they going to
evening. They have
lose it?
West Ham here next Saturday, and a long journey up to Sunderland before having the weekend off. FA Cup 5th round weekend, I think we can say that safely, which will give them
No, they've
a
come
fortnight to prepare for the
quite
League Cup
far
final.
now. Southampton, good ball played. Can't get the cross in.
Tadic,
Well, they've got it in. It looks like there's nowhere to go for Southampton.
Tina,
Be more clinical than that. It's poor from Southampton.
they were due to play Arsenal
As they
in the
get to
Cup
the
final
8-yard box, they did absolutely nothing.
to be rearranged in the Premier League. Højbjerg, Tadic. Miles has been mighty efficient as well.
Yeah, he's done that very well this evening. You know, he's another one of those players that probably won't grab the headlines, but just breaking up the play, doing the things
Played
that
over.
he likes to do within that team. He's done very well.
And Arsenal gonna keep it in, they are. And Southampton win a free kick. And Bellery not very happy with that decision. As we're now into the last part of the game, the final 9 minutes. We can now make that 8. Shouldn't be too much injury time. I say there won't be somehow 5 minutes will appear from nowhere either. I'd call it 2 minutes.
They've done better than Southampton. They've rushed them, they've pressed them.
It's been comfortable for Arsenal. A walk in the park.
You want, you can set up and play in any type of system that you want. If you don't work hard as players and don't apply yourself, then more often than not you're going to lose.
I'm sure a lot of Southampton fans will have headed for the exits.
Wilson Reed, Welbeck, Gibbs,
Gibbs on the ball.
fullback.
Still with Gibbs. And he's passed it back twice. I've got to say, Kieran Gibbs has played really decent for Arsenal. Of course, he is an English fullback, but fortunately there's a Tottenham player in his way for that position.
See for Tadic. Højbjerg.
And that's a good deception from Southampton. They bring the ball up the left. Not gonna get it in there, are they?
Redmond.
They just look absolutely done for.
Early from Perez, what a pass.
And it looks like this could be the 5th.
Gardos now. Walcott stealing up
No
the
one
side.
there, no one there, but he's fouled Walcott. 5-0. 5-star performance from Arsenal.
He backs
It
up
was
for
coming,
his 5th Arsenal hat-trick.
and it's a hat-trick for Theo Walcott.
Good afternoon on the South Coast. Oh, brilliant return. This is for the
Lovely
Walcott
ball
hat-trick
played
goal.
through from Gibbs to
Sanchez.
Sanchez, and he just waits for Theo Walcott, plays a perfect pass, and Theo Walcott just scores. And I think Southampton have had pretty much more than enough of this game. They just want it over and done with. But there's another just over 6 minutes to bear. 5th hat-trick for Theo Walcott.
The territory of a club for whom he scored his first 5 professional goals as a Southampton player. You know what? There are 6 minutes
So
left.
Arsenal are the top scorers so far of the 4th round. Maybe Leeds can do that against Sutton United if they put the right team out. Man United, of course, are playing Wigan.
Højbjerg.
And that'll be a foul and a free kick to Southampton. Maybe to salvage some pride out of this game.
Assist is suggesting that holding might be deserving of a little ticking off.
So it's a free kick wide out on the left. Southampton fans are leaving in their droves. Here comes the ball, that's far too deep, and the spear gathers it, kicks it out quick. And he doesn't care as he goes all the way back to Lewis. Lewis just passes it out. And the Southampton player now brings it forward, out on his left, and the stream nicely stops. Hello stream, come back on. Unbelievable. Can we load it in? Are you nicely going to come back on? Oh, I've got to wait for an ad to disappear. Hopefully the game has come back on. And that advert can go. Counting the seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. And the match ain't come back on. Come on. Oh. Let's try BTV as we're right at the end of this match, and we got to wait for another advert. And that one doesn't like it's working. Oh, what? Come on, Saw Live. Give us the end of the match. Oh, you're having a laugh. How many adverts? Be a good reason to cuss and swear, but we won't. And I know none of you can read my mind. Oh, can't even see that done yet. Disappear advert. Rumbles. Oh, any of these adverts going to disappear? Oh, you come on, come on, come on! Give us that game back. Stop buffeting.
Lewis has stayed, Perez is thwarted, and Sanchez will be first to the rebound.
Oh.
Sanchez.
Oh, what? And that freezes on me straight away. You're joking. I'm sorry, but the streams... Oh, come on, stream. As Arsenal stream forward. And it's just standing still. Come on, stream. And Lucas has come on for Arsenal. No, he hasn't. He was there from the start. Well, the stream went a bit pear-shaped right at the end. And it's still 5-0 to the Arsenal. Oh, come on, stream. And now my stream's gone on healthy. It's all gone pear-shaped a bit at the end there. Oh, it's another stream that's going to work. Oh, you're a laugh. BTV, get this stream up and running. Right, hopefully this stream will work. That's a very blurry stream indeed. 2 minutes of injury time. And now Arsenal going to make it 6-0.
Walcott's wide.
No, they're not. And hopefully that X will be clicked off.
Gibbs. Ever eager.
The stream's now gone on healthy. Well, we're watching it pretty blur. I can't see that very well, but to be honest, it's all but over. Just how Southampton would like to hear that final whistle. With, I think that says 2 minutes of injury time.
Well, Steve Bolt's got 3 more games.
Been a miserable 90 minutes for Southampton. A delightful display from the Arsenal. They have been absolutely fantastic, top class. Ball rolled out, and Arsenal going to come forward. Are they really looking for goal number 6? No, Southampton coming forward. Maybe a consolation, maybe not. And Southampton look done and dusted. Or are they just trying to keep it up in their area so Arsenal don't make it 6-0? Game over, and that is victory to the Arsenal and a Theo Walcott hat-trick. Gotta say, Arsenal were absolutely fantastic today. Load it up. Should be worth watching the streams from Arsenal TV, Mr. DT himself. And I'm sure the Dennis Bergkamp Wonderland will be live. And Norwich City have beaten Birmingham City. Anyway, the stream is over. I'm absolutely done. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, it should be 12 o'clock for the Millwall, and then we'll be straight after that Sutton United. Anyway, thank you for sticking with us since 12:30. 3 games covered, no respite whatsoever. Absolutely not. Anyway, thank you very much, and goodbye and good evening.